Vernon's been announced as a hub city. What does that mean for the team, the town, and perhaps anybody else involved?
Well, I don't know if the players are the most excited group that they'll be able to stay in their own beds and there won't be a lot of travel back and forth. But, again, exciting news for the community of Vernon. I think being recognized as one of the key cities in the BC Hockey League, again, a huge thank you to the city of Vernon, to Doug Ross, to Leah Walker, to their staff. There was a ton of work done to secure this. We needed to ensure that we had the ice time, that we could get the teams in. There's going to be some unorthodox start times, I think, when this is done. But we needed to do what we could to make sure that we could host as a hub. It was important to our group, important to our ownership, and what I can tell you is we will make sure that all protocols are in place. We understand how special this is for our league and our players to get the chance to play. We're confident that we can do it. We did it with the Okanagan Cup back in October, November. So I feel very confident in our group of people we have here that we will follow rules, follow protocols, and we know what's at stake at this point. But again, exciting to be a hub city and to be able to work and host games here again. Hockey TV is going to be a serious component of this whole thing, and we saw our viewership jump tremendously in October, November. I suspect it's going to happen the same here with Hockey TV. But with being a hub city and the only games being played here, there's a lot of strain on your volunteers, and we're not going to need our regular volunteers, but on the 3 or 4 or 5 that we will have in the building, our staff, it's going to be a long 5 or 6 weeks here in Kaltire Place. But at the same time, as I said earlier, real excited to be a hub city, and I think we're all going to band together and make this work and put Vernon's best foot forward as we always do.
And continuing to chomp at the bit, the fans were excited to hear the news a couple of days ago, and they're obviously excited that this is going to be a thing. They love their town and their city. But again, it comes down to some sponsorships and people who want to continue to get involved and maybe host some fans to be able to consume that content.
Yeah, and again, our sponsors will be a big part of what goes on here as well. There'll be some calls we'll place here over the next few weeks to get some additional sponsors involved. We'll work with some on potential viewing parties. I know Mr. Mike's was very involved back in October, November, and I'm a call away here from calling Peter and getting them back involved. They've been a big sponsor. There'll be meals, Earl's again was a big sponsor, Browns. We expect to re-engage with those guys, and again, working with Beach Radio to ensure that there's another avenue that we hopefully can bring our product to our fans. So lots of work to be done over the next 4 or 5 weeks before once to get them on the ice, and then once we have them on the ice, the work doesn't stop. So it'll be busy, but I haven't been this excited in a long time.